Hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of your Advanced Computers 3 course. This week we are moving on with Access, so we are still talking about Access, but we're looking at some of the other features of Access. So this week we're covering Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. Chapter 5 is what we're going to take a quick peek at first. Chapter 5 is all about creating forms. And so this PowerPoint will, again, just like in previous weeks, walk you through it step by step so that you can see the screenshots, what things look like, where you should click, and all of that. So basically what a form is it's a easier way to present the data. It's usually not in the actual data sheet look. So the key here with creating a form is that it's kind of for the non-access user. So in other words, say for instance, I'm actually a pharmacy analyst. So what I do is I work with data every single day. I've got spreadsheets galore. I'm always putting things in and trying to pull things out, doing all kinds of stuff with data. But unfortunately, the pharmacists that I work with don't necessarily always understand all of my spreadsheets and things like that. A lot of it is for me to be able to get information out for them, but I do need their input. So what a form would do would be, it would allow me to create a place for them to put things into Access, but without them having to deal with the actual tables themselves. So it's a way for you to create something that's easy for a kind of a non-access person to to use the program. So you can create that form by using a wizard. You can also create a free form. So you'll see both of those in this particular presentation. The nice thing about a form is you can also categorize things. So say you want a whole bunch of information about contact information about a client. You could put all of the contact information in one little box on the form, and then maybe you want some information about the facility that they work for in another place, and so you could put that all in another little box. And so basically the form is there to kind of help organize the input of that data. It also lets you do some controls. So one of the nice things is that it'll do things like, you can't enter a zip code that's, not 5 digits and, things like that. So it'll allow you to create rules around the data that you're going to be entering. So that's what Chapter 5 is all about. Chapter 6 is all about creating reports and creating mailing labels. And the key here with reports is that it's very, very similar to what you're going to be doing with forms. A lot of the features are the same, so it should be pretty easy to understand once you've mastered the forms. So the idea here with forms is that it actually makes it a little bit easier to pull the data out. So once you've got the data in with a form or just in a regular Access database, it allows you to pull that information out into a usable format. So that's what creating a report section is all about. And again, keep in mind that so many of these topics within creating a report are going to be very similar to what we're doing with a form. So you can customize. So things like, the layout, the title, you're going to be able to put things like sums in there. You're going to be able to change your margins around and basically make things look nice, make them look pretty. You're going to be able to group and sort things and all of that kind of stuff that you were able to do with some of the things in forms as well. And then the second piece of this chapter is all about how to prepare mailing labels. And preparing mailing labels is awesome. You could easily take the information in this database and tell it how you want your mailing label to look, and it'll automatically pre-populate all of that, and you just basically click a button and it's going to pop them all out for you. So you don't have to type up 100 or 200 or 1,000 different labels with different clients' names on it. You can just use this database, prepare the template, so to speak, and then you're good to go. So if you have any questions or problems as you go through this week's PowerPoints on forms, reports, and mailing labels, please make sure that you reach out to me, and have a great week.